What's up, Mad World? It's me, Coach Sess, heading in for my evening training session. I decided to do a little audio. On my mind, I was thinking about training and the social media and the false imagery that we see sometimes, and how that imagery can feed into our psyche, and we begin to believe our own hype, believe our own bullshit, as they say. And I was thinking about something a coach had posted on Facebook about, I guess one of his trainees or teammates went and trained at another gym, and I'm not 100% sure on what happened, but the context was still really interesting because it's something you see, and he wanted to make it clear that, hey, don't post videos and pictures as if you train my fighter. We spent a lot of time, working with this guy, developing a program, and he used the words, from the ground up or grassroots. And you know what? Man, I can feel his pain, because I am so big on training a fighter from start. And I'll say this, I used to be stuck on that. Now, I still prefer that method. But I also have gotten to a point where, since I have so many fighters that I've trained from the beginning who become coaches, for them, another aspect of the game is I want to see them train fighters who have, some relative background already. Because that's another skill set you need, to be able to work with a fighter who's already talented in one area, or has trained with another team, or is a veteran fighter compared to your coaching experience. And you want to do that to see if you can establish rapport, to see if you can decipher his game and make the necessary adjustments to be able to help him, because that's another skill. But ultimately, I would love to see every coach develop his or her own team from grassroots. But I digress. The point that I'm making here is that Coach, he made the comment, and when I read the comment about, putting on these airs and making it seem like you train my fighter, I thought about just the fake world of social media and how we buy into our own hype, how we fall into that trap, and everything is just about looking good, and there's really no sustenance, as they say. There's nothing there. There's no backbone. There's no spine. There's nothing to really lock onto. There's no meat in that meal. It's just all potato. And I see that so much fake. The fake world of, the internet and social media does that to our egos, where we can't listen, we can't make changes, because we get stuck. I think we get stuck and we fall in love with the things that we're currently doing, and we become romantic about it, and we can't let go. If you look at mixed martial arts now, and we talk about the calf kick, and the calf kick being, a game changer, so to speak, you have to adapt to it. It's something new. Mixed martial arts fighters can almost be credited with, discovering that. And when we think about the leg kick, we're talking about change at the same time. We have to look at Conor McGregor, who has used a lot of classical, what looks like karate kicks, maybe some fluid kung fu, jeet kune do kicks. But I think because of the amount of time that Conor's now been on the scene, Conor may consider, a Thai style of kick, or something from Taekwondo, or some kickboxing tactics like a Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And the reason I say that is because for whatever reason, he's become so well known and his style is so well exposed now that fighters are just ready for him. And because of that, he may want to consider some other tactics that he hasn't entertained before. It doesn't mean you have to change your art or your complete style. Just change your tactics a little bit. Put a little bit of a twist on that kick. Maybe you change the target. Maybe you change the striking area. Maybe you change the way that you time that kick. Because if we look at it, when does Conor throw that kick? A lot of times. When he's engaging, maybe he turns that tactic now into a counter strike instead of kicking as an attack. Now it's a counter strike. So it's some things he could do to change it, but he's going to have to look outside of himself. He's going to have to look outside of what he's used to doing. And I think, again, that whole mindset that happens with social media is we begin to believe our own hype. We begin to believe our own media. And I think when that happens, it's hard. It's very hard to pull away and become something different. It's hard to, because you become settled, acclimated, complacent. And there's even a form of arrogance that sets in because you don't want to be told, that you have to do things differently or that the thing you're doing doesn't work for you. And a lot of this is because we don't have good systems of measurement to let us know, to inform us that something is working or isn't working. And so a lot of it is just intuition and gut feeling. And so it's hard to let go. Conor has shown some level of stagnation. So stop believing your own hype, Conor. And coaches, stop taking credit for training fighters you didn't train. Hey, look, I am Coach Sess, and you've had worse with the Mad Coach.